Hey, I don't know you, but I don't like saggy bottoms. So let me show you how to do some flattering behind on your pants. All right. So this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna turn your pants inside out, and you're gonna have to open this leg stitch right here in the middle. Open about a good portion of it. And I already did it once 30 minutes ago, and then I stopped and I said let me take a video for you guys, because I need to take in even a little bit more. They're way too saggy. I like things to be more fitted. So you're gonna work on this, okay? We're gonna open it one more time and we're gonna cut a little bit more out of it. Okay, so I'm gonna open this stitch again. Like I said, I already cut a little bit out. I need to take a bigger chunk out. It's still too saggy, and better take it little by little instead to cut too much at once. So be very careful, don't cut too much. You cannot put it back. You can always go back and cut more. So even a half inch like this, because you have half inch here and half inch on the other side, that makes 1 inch that you took out of your pants. So you can start with half inch at a time taking out. Because between the sizes, I believe is about 2 inches. From a small to medium, from a medium to large, it's about 2 inches difference. So if you take 2 inches out of your projects, you basically decrease it one size. So there I have it, back to, and this is what the original was. So you open it in here. Alright, you turn your pants backwards, and now we're working on this back portion of it. Fold the crotch sideways. So let me clarify that, okay? This is your back crotch, and here's your front crotch. Again, that's 3/4 of an inch, and I already have in here half inch I took out. So basically I'm taking out 1.5 inch, including these additional sewings. So I took out about 1.5 inch in this case. Again, this was a size larger than my size. Before I take it to the sewing machine, I want to pin it just for you all. I usually don't need the pins, but because I've been sewing for more than 20 years. So I kind of know what I'm doing, but for you, go ahead and pin it. Make sure the front and the back don't move. Keep it together. And like I said, when you sew, when you mark, make sure it's a beautiful transaction from your old stitch going in. Let's go to the sewing machine. We are now on the sewing machine. I know my camera is moving quite a lot. It's hard to hold it. So you're gonna press your first punctuation. Your needle is gonna be back on the original stitch on your take me out of the way. Going back and forth to reinforce that stitch. Then go right on the mark. Keep it firm, keep it together. Start taking the pins out before you get to the needle. You don't want to go with your needle over the pins. You're gonna break your needles. When you get to this last one, make sure your edges are joined. Okay. Let's go back to the table and see what we got. Okay, as you can see, I laid it flat on the table. I'm gonna cut that additional piece out. Don't cut it too close to the seam, about a quart, because later on we're gonna go back with a zigzag stitch to secure it all out. You see how it all blends in with the old stitch now, old lines? Okay, now let's see. And now you're gonna have a bigger front as well. Go ahead and match that. Take the same amount out what you did in the back. Try not to take too much from the front, because the back is the most important. Let's just put the you can lay it like that. Use what you took out as a reference for this one. Okay. Again, let's go back to the sewing machine. All right, let's get this started. Reinforce that first stitches. As you sew, try to stretch it just a little bit so it doesn't pop up the threads when you wear it. After you double check and make sure your garment fit beautifully, you can reinforce the thread and then zigzag the edges. We are now back at the sewing table. I'm sorry, the working table. As you can see now, I'm trying to put this back together. This is slightly bigger, but that's okay. I'll leave it like that. Like I said, I don't want to take too much out of the front, just because usually the front part is cut just right and then the back is saggy. Now we're gonna go back and sew the leg line. Now we are on the leg line. Okay, go back and connect that. I'm gonna use my serger here to finish it nice. If you don't have a serger, that's okay. Just go ahead and reinforce the stitch one more time or two times. Especially if these are stretchy pants, yoga pants, make sure you do that. Reinforce the seams. So this is my serger. This is my serger machine. I'm just gonna close it up here before I turn it inside out. By the way, I love this serger machine. I think this is my favorite thing in the sewing room. There's nothing like a clean edge serger. It gives you that beautiful finish look. Let's see what we got. Now it's facing back out. And look like they're gonna be just right. Okay, let's put them on. But as you can see now, you actually see that definition on your back. Well, let's put it to the test. As I'm sitting here with my comfortable non-saggy bottom pants, I really hope you enjoyed this video, finding useful, and please don't hesitate to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, comment, and just stay tuned for more exciting random projects. And of course, don't forget to check out my other random videos. Ciao, ciao!